Here's a short story once told by Christine Lagarde. A young boy is involved in a traffic accident and is immediately rushed to the hospital for urgent surgery. In the bustle and chaos of the hospital environment, in comes the surgeon, a truly qualified professional who really knows how to take charge at times like this. Yet, imagine everyone's surprise when this qualified surgeon looks down at the boy and gasps, saying, "I can't operate on this boy. It's my son." Indeed, the boy is the surgeon's son, yet the surgeon is not the boy's father. Well, disregarding the fact that the answer may have come up, who is he then? So many people can see the answer to this without much thought. It's simple. The surgeon is the boy's mother. She's a woman. However, a lot of people don't realize this at first. They come up with answers that don't really make much sense. Answers like brother, uncle, or grandfather. And the reason why is simple, and it's a real problem here. When it comes to considering women in positions of power, we are obstructed by a gender-biased mindset that has been drilled into us from generations on end. And it's this mindset that knowingly or unknowingly forms a barrier between us and a more equal world. As of this year, the United Nations has come up with 17 global goals for sustainable development. These goals are aimed towards making the world a better place by 2030. Now, out of all of these goals, there is one that really stands out to me. Goal number 5 is to achieve gender equality and to empower women. And in my opinion, this is the one goal that we need to achieve before we are to make any progress with the others. And the reason why is obvious. Just about every single goal depends upon the empowerment of women. Here are a few examples. Goal number 3, good health and well-being. Though maternal mortality rates have decreased greatly in the last 2 decades, 210 women are still dying per 100,000 births. Goal number 4, quality education. Though, yes, it is true, literacy rates have gone up, but the fact stands that 31 million girls are deprived of a basic primary education. Goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Hardly or barely 50% of the female population is empowered to work. That means a quarter of the world's potential workforce is simply not working because of inequalities. Goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Worldwide, 35% of women, more than a quarter, have experienced some form of physical, verbal, and/or sexual violence. All of this needs to change. It is painfully obvious that these goals need to work for women in order to work for the world. When I was in grade 5, it was a dream of mine to invent a machine that would change a person's gender. I suppose it would have looked something like that. I sincerely thought that finding a way to turn myself into a boy would make life better for me or cooler for me. So you can see there's a girl, she has a frowny face on. She goes inside the machine, comes out as a really cool boy. Yeah, that's what grade 5 me thought it would be like. However, once I got older, I realized that the problem is not with me being a girl, but with the way that my gender is perceived. I realized that changing your gender should not be the way to live a better life. What really needs to change is the mindset of the people around us. The outdated mindset that says that men are better than women in all aspects. So that if this mindset changes, we can live in a world where being a boy or being a girl is seen as equally great, and neither dictates the way you live your life. Around the world, millions of girls are deprived of basic primary education. Around the world, millions of girls are deprived of basic primary education or further education. They are told that there would be no point for them, since they're going to get married anyway, and then they're going to spend the rest of their lives slaving away in the kitchen or washing bathrooms or in the laundry room. It is such a common belief that women cannot handle their family lives and their work lives at the same time. Why is that? I don't believe in this at all. So many of the world's key organizations are run by women. So much of our school's staff is women. My own mom is a teacher, and she's been teaching and managing our household very, very magnificently from as long as I can remember. So why do people think that women being empowered would be an inconvenience to people? I think that women's empowerment will benefit everyone, not just women, but also men. Hear me out here. Let's look at it economically. In today's world, a single man often has to take up the financial burden of his entire family. He has to provide for his mother, his daughter, his sister, his wife, sometimes even his cousins. A single person's income being divided so many ways isn't very likely to let them live a life of luxury, now is it? But if women are empowered to help out financially, educationally, and in the workplace, we can do so much better. We can not only just raise living standards, but we can help in health, in education, and in bringing up the next generation. We usually think that it's the job of these guys to address issues like this. But I don't really think that the United Nations or some other big world organization is going to come up with some law that automatically empowers all women and in like one day everybody's completely empowered and happy. No, it doesn't work like that. What's really needed to make a difference is us, the people. The change needs to come from each family, from each culture, from each household, from each and every individual. If you empower your mother, your sister, your wife, your daughter, and for girls, if you empower yourself, you are the one who's living a better life. You are the person who's going to benefit the most. And you are the one who's helping to make the world a lot better of a place. If women are empowered in learning, in labor, and in leadership, if their efforts are recognized and rewarded, we can do amazing things. We can achieve the United Nations' global goals. We can achieve good health and well-being. We can achieve quality education. We can achieve decent work and economic growth. And we can achieve the presence of peace, of justice, and of strong institutions. And here's how. It's really simple. All we've got to do is talk about it. Okay, so hear me out here. Though it may not seem as much, how often do you talk about issues relating to women empowerment in your daily lives? You know, apart from those expensive conferences and five-star hotels, or the occasional rant on Tumblr, women empowerment or topics like these are not as well spoken about as they should be. And really, I believe that we need to make this a social issue. We need to stand up for our rights, we need to spread awareness, push for action, stand up for our rights. We can do it. Because the next time you hear about somebody being oppressed, somebody being discriminated against because of gender-biased behavior, or if you feel the need to make the world a better place, I honestly think that if you talk about it to others, if you spread the word, you will be making a difference. Because honestly, when we read the news or when something big happens, you usually think, oh, it's not a big deal if I haven't heard about it. And right now, many people have not heard about something so big. So that's why I say that you need to raise your voice. Don't stay quiet. Raise your voice and spread the word. So talk about gender equality and its importance to your parents, to your teachers, to your friends. Talk about it in school, in your workplace, in social gatherings, on social media. Because I'm not saying that it should be the only thing that leaves your mouth, because that would make you seem like a very negative person. But if you do speak about gender equality, and if you do make it a social topic, if so many people know about it, and so many people know what it goes against, the concept of empowering women won't be seen as something so alien anymore. It will be seen as something casual. By making it a social topic, we are going to help break down the macho mentality that still is ingrained inside society. And we are going to help make our world a better place. Gender equality has been worked on before, but as Ban Ki-moon said, it's a to-do list. And now, for the first time, it's time to do it right. We can do better, and we must do better. Because ultimately, when women do well, society does better. And looking beyond tomorrow, so do the generations that are yet to come. Thank you.